Yeah,
it made me go back and read a whole bunch of Arthurian myth, actually, because I never read any of them when I was a kid. And my boy's playing Zelda at the moment. And we talked about it, and he wanted to like read a story like Zelda. And I thought, let's find like a Arthur myth book for kids, which he found, and we started reading it together.
How many people have sex with animals?
Well, that's the thing. Within the first 50 pages, Arthur's sister tricks him, seduces him into having sex with her, and she has his incest baby without him knowing. So that's fun.
Isn't that how you were born?
I'm pretty sure I'm now heir to the throne of England.
Very cool. Very nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I had to explain that. But all the reviews were like, I loved this book as a kid. It was amazing.
I just didn't forget about the rampant incest.
It made Game of Thrones seem a lot tamer than I thought.
Well, I guess he's safe. He's an only child, you know.
That's true. No risk of incest there.
Boom. That's like the safest way to avoid incest.
True. Yeah, it's pretty grim, actually. Like, a lot of Arthurian myth is like darker than I assumed it would be.
Yeah.
Like, there's like one of the first like big feasts they have at the Round Table, when after Arthur gets married and establishes Camelot. It's fucking weird. This like deer runs into the middle of the hall, and everyone's like, "What?" In the middle of like a party because it's his wedding, and then like a whole bunch of hunting dogs all run in chasing the deer, and then like a woman on a horse comes in chasing the dogs, and then one of the dogs jumps up on one of the knights sitting near the table, and he's just like, "Oh, get the fuck off me!" and then like picks up the dog and runs off with it. And then another knight from somewhere else comes in and like grabs the woman who came in on the horse, throws her over his shoulder and runs off with it. And then Arthur's just like, what the fuck is happening? And he's like, right, you guys, you three, you were all made knights today. So here's your first quest. I have a quest for you. You find the deer. You find the guy who ran off with the dog. And you find the guy who ran off with the woman. And report back to me when you're finished. Just fucking weird setup for a RPG.
Okay.
But sure, so all these knights go off on their quests, and Sir Gawain, of Green Knight fame, he chases down the deer. Definitely the easiest quest of the three. Start with the level 1 noob. He chases his deer to some other guy's castle.
Oh my god. Does the same thing happen there?
Yeah.
He goes in, grabs the deer, and then that king sets a quest.
Yeah.
That's how you get a fucking forever quest, then.
Exactly.
That's how you start the forever
You've got to
quest.
keep the knights busy. Like, if they don't have shit to do, people die.
Okay.
So he gets there, and then this guy's just fucking murders the, No, it's his... So this deer runs, like, home, and so and then some other dogs kill his deer, and so this guy kills all the dogs that are killing his deer, and then Gawain turns up and is like, it's my deer. He's like, it's my fucking deer. They have a fight, and this guy's like, oh, you bested me, Sir Gawain. Mercy, I beg of you. And Sir Gawain's got, like, the fucking red rage, and he's like, fuck you, motherfucker, you stopped me getting my deer. Goes to kill him, and then... this guy's like wife jumps in front and goes, no, don't kill him. And he just like chops her head off.
Okay.
Just murders this woman. And so they send him back and they're like, you have to go tell Arthur what you did, you maniac. So he's basically just murdered the lord and lady of this other castle over this deer that's already been killed by dogs. Like, his quest has failed.
But does he bring the deer back?
Yeah, so he brings back the dead deer and the dead woman that he's murdered, and is like, sorry.
Mission complete.
Yeah.
B-. You know, there were casualties.
Yeah, collateral damage.
Okay.
I guess. And Arthur's just like, you done goofed. But You're my good friend. So don't do it again.
All is forgiven. Okay.
Fucking weird shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah. But there's some good stuff in there too. It's not all just nonsense.
I like. I feel like that'd be a fun way to run a business. You know, have manage your employees. You give them like a task. Ben, I have a quest for you. Restock the fridge with drinks.
No, you have to make it vaguer, right? Because he was just like, go get that deer.
Right.
You know?
That feels pretty fucking on the nose, right?
Well, that's true. But I feel like
That feels
I have a
quite-
quest. Solve the thirst problem in the office.
Okay, I don't want to left too open to interpretation.
I want weirdness to ensue, though. I want people to like think outside the box, come up with creative solutions. Maybe restocking the fridge isn't the most efficient way.
Yeah? What quest?
I don't know. Well, if you always just do things the way they've always been done, you'll never innovate.
But in turn, you don't accidentally fucking cut a woman's head off either. So,
No, true. Not all innovation is good.
innovation, and you know, there's a bit of gentle fucking murder as well. You got to be careful. You don't, because it's very, very easy to change from innovating to lady murder. In my experience, like
well,
you
in 100% of the stories we've looked at.
exactly. So you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. Innovation and decapitation. Boom. That's it.
They go hand in hand.
You just gotta watch out for that shit.
You do gotta watch out for that shit. Although, I've got a good like actually for you.
Actually, King Arthur wasn't even a king.
So the sword in the stone,
Yeah.
not Excalibur,
No.
but I bet most people would think it is.
Oh.
Do you think it's like one of those like actually Frankenstein's monster wasn't called Frankenstein? Like, surely everyone would assume the sword in the stone was Excalibur because they're both King Arthur
that was given
stories.
to him by the lady, right?
Lady in the Lake.
Lake lady.
Yeah. Called Nimue.
Ooh.
Yeah, I always thought the sword in the stone was Excalibur, and then at some point ended up in the lake or lost, and then it was like returned to him by the Lady of the Lake.
Oh.
But it's not the case. They're two different swords.
Yeah.
Because I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
No, I was familiar with that as a bit of hot lore.
And apparently the scabbard stops you from bleeding.
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Magic scabbard.
What stops you from cutting yourself with your sword in your belt?
Yeah.
Up until that point, everyone is like,
big
I put
scars on their
my
hips.
sword, like, oh god, oh, it's awful.
And then Merlin's like, this magical
this
artifact.
magic thing, it stops you bleeding. Everyone's like, oh my god, look at him freely walk around. Barely an inconvenience.
He doesn't like stab his horse all the time.
His horse isn't bleeding. He isn't bleeding. His dog isn't bleeding. He hasn't accidentally decapitated anyone. This is good innovation. Wow.
Only for the king with the magic sword, though. No one else allowed one.
No one else. This is a kingly artifact. My God. Okay.
Yeah. Turns out Merlin, not a wizard, just very smart.
Yeah. I like that. You know, you don't have to. They don't actually have magic powers. You're just.
But just dress it up as showmanship.
Yeah. You got a bit of pizzazz, a bit of chutzpah.
Yeah.
And you just sell just being a little bit smarter than other people.
Yeah,
And
but-
don't decapitate anyone.
Yeah, don't just murder people.
And everyone's like, that guy's a fucking wizard.
Yeah, 2 rungs above everyone else.
Just so good. Yeah, Merlin. Smart guy. Smart.